So I'm currently behind the wheel of the 2025 Toyota Prius in the premium trim, and I'm going to take some time to go through the interior of this thing. But before I do, please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. So like I normally do in my videos, I'm going to start over on the left. So you got your window switches right here, you've got door locks, you've got your toggle for the rear mirror adjustment. Up top, you've got your door latch. You've got two buttons and the set button for the driver's seating position. To the right of there, you've got your automatic headlights, rain sensing wipers, and heated steering wheel. And then tucked a little bit deeper, you got three more buttons. You have the gas cap release, trunk release, and the AC 120 volt enable. So you push that and it enables that for you. Tucked behind the steering wheel is an up and down arrow for raising and lowering the dim level of the gauge cluster, as well as the odometer trip reset. Speaking of the gauge cluster, where it's normally right here visible, it's far up on the dash, better in the driver's eye. So starting on the right side, it's kind of all one kind of, gauge. So you have, the hybrid power, charging eco power, you got your speedometer or your miles per hour in the center, fuel gauge, bunch of cruise control data in the center as well, battery level right here. But over on the left side, there's different pages that you can cycle through. So you can see you got 6 different pages, and on each of those pages you can also kind of flip additional pages. So starting at the top, let's go all the way to the left. At the top, you got total average for your miles per gallon, eco zone for your eco score, EV driving ratio, and the power generated for the solar charging system. So this has the optional solar roof, so you get some extra power that can be generated from that. Going down, you have the adaptive cruise control, as well as the compass, what direction you're heading, whatever you're listening to. On this page, you got drive info, energy monitor. So this, if the power is coming to and from, it'll kind of show you as like a, arrows going to the wheels, to the battery, and things like that. But right now I'm stationary, so there's no energy flow. Tire pressures for all 4 corners. Now a bunch of settings for the lane assist and just sensors all over the vehicles, parking sensors, things like that. And then messages at the bottom. Going to the steering wheel, how I was adjusting everything for that pages over on the left is right here on the left. So you have different arrows, you're going up and down, you get on those vertical pages, and then once you're on the page, left and right will allow you to cycle through there. You also have back button on the steering wheel, phone, talk. This is a volume toggle right here. Over on the right is more cruise control, lane assist options, and this is tuner knobs on the right, and then a mode button as well. Give you a better look at the steering wheel. So like there was buttons tucked behind the steering wheel on the left, there are also buttons tucked behind the steering wheel on the right. You got parking assist button and then a view button, so camera view. Pushing that showcases camera view around the vehicle. I'm currently in a parking spot, as you can see. Push it again, makes it disappear. So while I'm here on this nice, huge navigation screen, so there are 5 main buttons you can click in over on the left, as well as Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, should you wish to use those. But it's whatever, map wherever you are. It's the navigation, whatever media you're listening to. I'm currently listening to Sirius XM. Phone, currently don't have a phone connected. I'm currently recording this on one. This is the vehicle screen, so you have a bunch of different options you can adjust. You got climate controls, trip information. It's pretty bad data because I've just been kind of sitting preparing for my video. Solar, so I said this was unique because it has the solar roof, so you can literally see live generation of energy. I'm currently in some shade, obviously, for filming this, and it is still getting some of that UV power energy flow. So I showcased, oh, there you go. This is kind of better. Showcases where the solar, pad is, pulling that energy in and feeding it to the battery. And if I was driving, you would see energy flowing to the wheels, or if it's regenerating, things like that. This is kind of a cool screen to see that. Charging schedule, you can adjust, add that. Vehicle alerts, none there. Then you also have additional settings and things you can adjust. Personal info, Bluetooth devices, obviously that's where you connect your phone to. General accessibility, data, I mean, date, time, keyboard, language, units, you name it, you're gonna change it. Wi-Fi, the display, sound, media, navigation, the voice search. Vehicle customized, let's go in there for a second. So you have lights, door control, boarding and exit. Under custom drive mode, I haven't gotten to the drive modes because the toggle is on the center console, but this is where you can adjust your custom drive mode to be whatever you want. So you can adjust the settings between powertrain, steering, air condition between powertrain, sport, normal, and eco, steering between sport and normal, and air conditioning between normal and eco. And when I use the drive mode switch, I'll basically be using the custom drive mode screen to better describe which each of those change, but you kind of get the gist in what they change based on the custom drive mode. Charging current, climate, and utility. You also have dealer info security, software update, and all your apps. You got a nice Prius branding right here. Hazard button in the center. Engine start stop button to the left of the two vents. And then you have your climate control button. So it has 3 levels of heated and ventilated seats, or AC seats as some people say. You can see all 3 are lit up for me right now because it's about 90 degrees out. So for both the driver and the passenger, you have that option. You also have your fan controls right here where you want to direct it. Coming below there, you've got 2 USB-C plugs, so this is kind of connecting to the media, and this is charging. You have my old school smoker's plug, as I say, right here. A charging pad. I'm sorry, not charging pad, it's just a cover. But then you have a nice little cubby hidden spot right here. 2 cup holders. Then you have your gear shifter. So it has reverse, neutral, drive, and brake. Brake is kind of like an engine braking regenerative mode, kind of for, you know, the electric and hybrid features of the vehicle. And then park is a button that you push down. Back from that is the drive mode switch. So you just twist this up or down and you'll be in the different drive modes of the vehicle. You'll best see, you know, it'll pop up right here. You'll have a little toggle showcasing what mode you're in. So you have eco, normal, sport, and custom. Now the best way obviously to describe sport, normal, and eco, it was using that custom drive mode, right? So we're gonna go in the vehicle customize and it'll allow me to quickly come back to that spot, right? So powertrain, you have sport, normal, eco, and what that's gonna do is in sport, you're not going to any track days in your Prius, but you're gonna have the full performance capabilities of the engine, you know, at your disposal. Whatever the marketing materials mention the full horsepower is, you're gonna have it in sport, and it's gonna be, you know, more floatier throttle. You know, you're just gonna have all the power when you need it. Whereas on eco, it's gonna kind of bog down for a more fuel efficient driving experience. And that's the same for steering. So sport and normal are the only options for steering. And I always say when it adjusts a steering wheel for sport, it's like the car pretends that it forgot how to drive. In every car, it's not a Toyota. It's kind of making it harder. It's a tighter steering feel, and it's just, to me, it's kind of gimmicky in the sense of it's just pretending it doesn't know how to steer, just for a more sporty feel. And air conditioning, that gets adjusted for eco in the eco drive mode as well, for a more fuel efficient driving experience where it can adjust that for you. And then you have some additional hybrid and EV options. So you have the auto EV HV button. You have the HV EV hold charge button right here, which will allow you to charge, obviously. The hold button, which if you're at a red light and you want to, you know, save your right foot, stretch it out, you can use that and it'll hold the vehicle for you. You have traction control off right here, and then you have your parking brake latch. I incorrectly started saying that this was a charging pad. The charging pad is actually right here on the side. You can turn it on or off right here. You see the power and the light illuminated there. You got your armrest, which you get 2 more USB-C plugs right here where my fingers are. You could probably fit maybe 4 cans of Coke sitting sideways right here. Go to the passenger side. I did miss mentioning on the driver's side, it has JBL speakers sprinkled throughout the cabin, but that's a good shot at one right there. Got this nice design. You got your glove box, your door card, passenger seats going to the rear. No sunroof, but I really like the rear mirror that's popping up in pretty much every Toyota and their cousin Lexus. So you got your rear view mirror, you know, oh, what's in the back, my kid, whatever, a bunch of junk. If you're, you know, stacking a whole bunch of stuff to move it and you can't see out the back, suddenly you can see directly out the back. So this is just a camera that's on the rear of the rear hatch, and you can just see what's behind you. You get that Jurassic Park vibe where objects will appear closer than they are. It's because the camera, you'll pretty much see if there's a car behind you and it's where, you know, it should be in a normal traffic flow, you'll kind of see halfway up their hood. So you get a better look at who's behind you with this view than you would in just natural reflecting of the mirror. But that is basically the interior of the 2025 Toyota Prius in the premium trim. If there is a button or feature I didn't go in depth enough for and you have some additional questions, please leave them in the comments below. At this current size of my channel, I personally answer every question, as long as it's not spam or derogatory or anything like that. If it's a genuine question about, you know, how the vehicle works, certain buttons, I personally will answer them. So please leave your questions in the comments below and I'll get to them. And if you can like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not already, any little bit helps and I appreciate it all. Thanks for watching.